Hala Yabashimishai, Minu praise the Yabashimishai, salutation, I can push the rest to see in truth. Giving double honors to the elder apostle Graham Millstone. Going out to the 1/3 elect, hope for elect. This is just a quick video, continuing with the prophecy. As you can see here, let me just pull this video out quick.
$5 for cheese, man. Cheese. This doesn't make sense. Look here, $10 for a little thing of cheese.
That's madness. $10 for Baby Bell. That's madness. Let me quickly see what that is in English money. Because over in the UK, we see the pound sterling stronger, but to see what it would cost just for some Baby Bells, that's incredible. It just shows you that this society is on its way out. $2 quick. Pound sterling. It's almost a tenner. No, that's insane. That's insane. Well, it just shows you. You'll finish this.
This doesn't make sense. Look here, $10 for a little thing of cheese. $8.30 something for Kobe Jack. Cheese, guys. $6 for a bag of shredded cheese. Where is this world going to? Walmart is crazy.
Nah, this society's fooling, man. Uncle Sam, you know what I'm saying? He's on his deathbed. America's on his deathbed. But on their way out, you know what I'm saying? Boom. Let me grab my scripture. Times like these now, well, Jake's been in times like these, but eating bread with carefulness and astonishment. He's astonished looking at them prices. Ezeikel chapter 12 and 19. And say unto the people of the land, well, start from 70. Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, eat thy bread with quaking, and drink thy water with trembling and with carefulness. Okay? With trembling and carefulness, you're going to be mindful, very mindful of how much you consume, because obviously it's not something you can get again, depending on your financial status. And the way he was, you know, pretty much quaking, he was baffled. Let's see what it says here. The word here, he was quaking. He was ra'ash.
Strong's H 7494. Ra'ash.
Okay, so he's quaking. He's rattling, shaking in his boots, pretty much, like trembling. Okay, like quivering, because he's looking at the prices, pretty much shaking his head. If you could see it, you know, from outside, he's probably shaking his head, thinking, well, what the hell's going on? Because those prices are ridiculous. But obviously, that's what, you know, Donald Trump with the tariffs, that's what it's led to. It says here, say unto the people of the land, thus saith the Lord, proud the inhabitants of Jerusalem, of the land of Israel. So this is for our people now. They shall eat their bread with carefulness, okay, and drink their water with astonishment, okay, because our people are used to being able to eat or have a certain way of life when they get into a little bit of money. Okay, when Jake gets into money, Jake doesn't think when they have money, like Jake, because you know, we are royal people. At the same time, our people are spoiled mentally in regards to like a moderation. I say you got so many people that are obese, you got people that are consistently in debt, mainly the women. Okay, they're not very frugal with their finances. They're frivolous, like they spend carelessly. But obviously in these times here, you know, they're gonna have to sharpen up their mindset in regards to, you know, knowing what to spend and knowing when to eat, because they're not gonna be able to, you know, survive throughout the coming months if they just finish through their take home shopping, you know, before the end of the month. It's gonna be a huge struggle coming. Your neighbor might even be coming back and forth to you asking for sugar, and that's a common practice in America. I don't know, but in the UK that's not, we don't do that over here. But from what I'm aware of, but in America it's a common practice for neighbors to be asking for supplies, sugar, coffee, and all that stuff there. I think it's a cultural thing, but boy, you're gonna be having to expect that. Says here, say unto the people of the land, saith the Lord, proud inhabitants of Jerusalem, and the land of Israel, they shall eat their bread with carefulness, drink their water with astonishment, that the land may be desolate from all that there is therein, because of the violence of all that dwell therein. And the cities that are inhabited shall be laid waste, and the land shall be desolate, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh Shem Yeshai. Says here, because soon, obviously, the fact that these tariffs are pushing people to have to cut corners with their spending and whatnot, it's bringing the side to their knees, because people now are more stressed out in the way that they can't think in order to focus on maintaining. They just got to think about survival now. Okay, because Uncle Sam is pretty much on his deathbed, as you can see here. America's done. Kala Yabashim Shai, Yo Yabashai, Kwame Shalom, man, keep pushing. We're at the end of this.